All right, everybody, happy Saturday. As mentioned in the short, I'm going to walk you through. I pulled out about 10 different kinds of sabals. I have more, but these are the ones I'll just profile pretty quickly here for everyone to see. And so let's start with this guy. So here is a Bermudana. This guy is literally was planted, actually germinated early last year. He's on his third leaf. And what's interesting is a buddy of mine told me that his strap leaves are just big, and that is the case in comparison to other of the sabals I have. These actual strap leaves are huge. This thing is just a monster. And I would say as a youngster, this thing is growing pretty quickly. So I have a couple of these, and all of these actually are from local genetics. So I'm gonna keep these guys growing. Next one I'll walk through is a bald head sabal palmetto. So I was able to obtain roughly 50 or so seeds. I think I have 29 or 35 of these actually germinated. I have a couple out in the yard who made it through. You guys have already seen those. But this one in pot is on its second leaf. Looks happy. Nothing interesting about these guys yet. I mean, there's a couple of them who've started to do this little turning thing. I'll get into the Miamiensis and Diffuniacs, which are just strange. I'll get into that one. But these are pretty special. These are hard to find. I feel blessed to be able to have as many of these as I do. I'm not going to sell these for quite a while. I'm probably going to go ahead and grow the majority of these and either hold on to them or get rid of them after they get older. But I wouldn't mind a couple of these in my yard. So these are interesting. They're growing quite rapidly, also planted around the same time as the Bermudana. But you can see not even close in terms of size. Very much different. But been pretty good so far. All right, let's move on to this one. So this is a Sabal Miamiensis. If you guys don't know what this is, take a Google on Miamiensis. These, I guess, are extinct in nature or in the wild, and these are only available with hobbyists now. So I have, I don't know, I want to say 50 plus of these. The interesting thing on these is just about every single one has had this strange, curly, twisted strap leaf. I don't know if that's the first one. It may have been the first one. Yeah, it was. So I don't know if all of them have this strange, curly strap leaf. But if any of you guys out there have Miamiensis and grow these out, I would be curious to hear if you have the same experience. I haven't been able to grow these out before, so I'm new with these. So far, so good, though. You can see a little bit of size difference. And there's the Bermudana. It's like the Hulk of them all, interestingly enough. I've wanted to acquire seeds of this one for a long time. So this is the Diffuniac Springs in Florida. If you guys don't know what this one is, this guy is a rare type of sabal found on one tree down in Diffuniac Springs, Florida. People think it's a Bermudana. They think it's looks like has the head of a Louisiana, body of a Bermudana. No one really knows what the heck it is, but I was able to score some of these seeds, and I thought I'd give these a shot. So far, is growing pretty well. Again, has this weird twist to it, which I'm not really sure why, but this guy is growing quite well, pretty quickly, actually, I might add. So definitely putting on some size. Pretty happy with that one. So again, back to the comparison, just so you can see what these look like. And then so these are all going on their second year, all of these. Now this is a third year Sabal minor. This, I believe, is from Chapel Hill, Texas. This guy is much bigger, you can tell, putting on some size, but painfully slow. Still pretty happy. I need to get more minors, and I only have, I don't know, 60, 65. I need more. And I do have seeds, so I appreciate that, James. He sent me a couple hundred Southern California Sabal minors, which are now in the germination process. So you can see how these look. It's interesting to watch all these as they sit side by side to take a look at their sizes. The yellow one. Oh, so this is interesting. This is a Sabal Black Berniana. I have a bunch of these. I probably have 70, 75 of these, 60 of these, something like that. But I got a lot of these guys. I was able to score some of these seeds from California. I have a couple in ground here as well. But these guys are fast. These are quicker than some of the other ones, especially the Defuniac or the Bald Head. These dudes are quick. The majority are already the size. So I look forward to these putting on some size by the end of this year. So I have a whole bunch of these for sale as well. Red is my Sabal Louisiana from Little Elm, which is the one right here in Texas. I probably have 130 of these. These are great. These things got through February 2021 by us, our coldest year, I don't know, in a long time. And they actually produced seed the following spring. So if that's not a cold hardy palm, then I don't know what the heck is. So they've obviously been around for a while. And the Parks and Rec manager of Little Elm has allowed me to go ahead and take as many of these seeds as I want, but I have a bunch of these. So you could tell this guy is slow. So that's his minor genetics are obviously popping out right now in terms of speed. So ignore that one, but these are all the same size or same time frame of seed germination and growth. You could tell the minor is definitely slow. This is just another Texas. Oh no, this is actually a Sabal minor, Baker, Florida. So this is a dwarf. I owe a couple of these to people, but I have a lot of these too. I think I have over 50 of these, if not more. Again, slow, but I now have two genetic dwarfs. So this one and the one I got in Georgia last year, which I have a whole bunch of seeds of, and I'm also in the process of germinating. Now, my favorite palm, probably of all time, which I just now realized that I need to get a lot more of these since I did my little color coding thing today, which, by the way, I kind of like that. Hopefully you guys do. I think it's easier on me. This one, which is interesting, you can tell it grows quite a bit different. This is a Birmingham. So these are seeds from the mother palm in 7B, West Texas. The guy that has this palm got it from Alligator Alley. His mother palm took about 20 years ago. It just looks absolutely incredible. I have 18 of them throughout the property, I believe 18 or 20, in various sizes from 1 gallon, 3 gallon to over 5 gallon. So I hope to have a lot of Birminghams here, which I never have to worry about protecting or doing anything to. But you can tell this initial strap leaf is really tall, much taller than anybody else. It's just pretty interesting. It's definitely taller, much taller, and it looks a little bit skinnier actually, even more so than any of the other minors, or the Bermudana obviously, or Bald Head, or anybody else. Definitely the skinniest of all the strap leaves here, and the tallest, which I'm not really sure why. They've all grown in the same kind of environment, but I'm looking forward to having a whole bunch of these because I think these are underplanted and I need to have a lot more of these, as do you and everybody else. This is one that I have potted, or I have planted up on the side of the house, on the south side of the house, a Maritima. This is technically, everyone says, is not a palm that I should grow here. This is a 9A palm, or 8B9A. I'm 8A. And we're gonna, as I said in my earlier videos, guys, we're gonna plant things. We're gonna see what makes it. We're gonna see what does not make it, and we're gonna get some real data, and not just a bunch of conjecture about what you should or should not do. The whole point of my mission here is we're gonna plant a bunch of stuff. We may kill some things, but we're gonna see who's hardy, who can live here, who can't live here, and with that, we're gonna help everybody get a better idea of what we should be planting. So this is what I'm going to walk through for today. I may do an update later on the new fertilizer that I got, that I'm going to give it a shot. I know I might get yelled at, and I may get in trouble with some people, but I'm going to fertilize, I think, today on at least a couple of homes, Louisianas and Birminghams and Riversides and Brazorienses and some minors, because I think you can probably do that all year round. I have been. So stay tuned, take a look at the channel later on, and I should have something else to take a look at. So with that, have a good Saturday, everybody, and enjoy Sabal Saturday. Enjoy the sun. As you could tell, it's sunny, it's warm. It's a beautiful winter day in North Texas. Take care, everybody. Like and subscribe.